Alright, welcome to round one of this deck where we thought we were more demure than we were. This hand is good. I mean, I wish it had one more land and perhaps one less executioner swing, but we can play 3 of our spells and we have our bomb at 5. We've got to play on turn 3 that's a good blocker, so we won't mulligan this. Wait and see. Alright, so our opponent lets us go. We're going to go ahead and show the black here. Hopefully we draw a land. That's basically our focus. We're going to be devour fleshing probably whatever he plays first, maybe. That's not a land. Don't want to get desperate for a land here. Don't want to get desperate. Land meh. So we need to draw 2 plains, 2 swamps to make this right. Opponent plays a guild gate, passes. Oh, that's so bad. Alright, well, go ahead and swing in here. I guess we just play our Thrall. Oh boy, it's one of those games, is it? One of those games. So depending on what our opponent plays, we could always devour flesh on our turn. We could have held this up. Hopefully we'll just be playing out of Basilica Guards with another land. But we'll have to see. So he's Dimir Simic. Nope. At this point he's 4 color. Kind of disconcerting. We know he's got good cards in his deck, so we're going to have to play a little bit for the long game here, as we are in some trouble. He's got 7 cards in hand. He's all fixed up. 3 mana. Plays the Corpse Blockade. Alright. Not really something that we want to devour flesh. More like something we'd rather Executioner swing. But yeah, we'll just be playing out the Basilica Guards here. Trying to get to Obsidian. Playing an early blocker. Hopefully we rip another swamp, hit Balustrade Spy, and then another and get Obsidian online. We may see something like Grizzly Spectacle on our Obsidian, which would not be wonderful, but alright, that's a perfect draw. We get to go ahead. I mean, we could devour flesh here, give him 4, and swing in for 3. That wouldn't be awful, I don't think, but I'd rather kind of Executioner swing this thing. So we'll go ahead and get our Balustrade Spy down and continue just to develop the board a little bit. I'll mill him a little bit. And we milled out an Edict and a Gruul Guildgate. We might be looking at 5 color control here. It looks that way. Let's see what we see here. Obsidian going to be pretty tough for him to deal with, unless he counters it or just kills it outright, I guess. Yeah, I think we're pretty clearly dealing with 5 color control. Who are we playing against here? Sight Rock. Alright, so we got the Boros Keyron now. He's working towards something huge. You can pretty much feel it. So we rip a land. I guess he could Spell Rupture this if he wanted to, but we'll go ahead and see if we can get his trick. takes 2. We'll just go ahead and drop our bomb, see if he's got an answer. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. See what he wants to do here. He may be able to spectacle it on our turn. If he leaves all of his mana open, we know something's kind of woolly. He is going to need another creature to sack to this. Let's see, he might just counter it. Spell Rupture would be kind of weird to see in this deck. Go ahead and get the Obsidian out. So we drew out nicely. He's got incredible card advantage over us right here. Go ahead and deal him 2 more. Pass the turn. Yes, we'll definitely get him out of there. We'll put him up here in the attacker slot. So we might catch him. Alright, this really just depends on what we see here. He may just try to play out something big. I do want him to tap out, though, and just go ahead and show us what we're looking at. Krakenura. There it is. Alright, I think here we could go ahead and just Devour Flesh twice and get in. He's got 2 mana up. I don't want to be dealing... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and Devour Flesh him twice here. And I guess we'll extort once. We really don't have anything else to do. See who he sacks out. Could have swung in, got him to trigger, and only used 1. But I want to swing in for more than that. We're going to be giving him some life back. We're going to be giving him 7 life. Swinging in, he can't have a Shamble Shark here. We put him up 7. We're going to take 10. Guess he could have Executioner Swing, but that would seem like such a dang stretch in this deck. Maybe he does. He's obviously got something. Wow. Okay. And that's fine. I mean, that's how it goes. That's such a stretch, man. Okay, got a lot of land. Looking a lot weaker than we were. Oh, wow. Eviction, huh? That's good. That is good. That played out perfectly for him. I don't know how it could have been any better. Alright, so we'll just play out our guards. So seeing his deck off the top, board wipes, Edict. Maybe that was a little greedy there. I don't know. I've never played against a deck that had that kind of mana requirements, so. Another Krakenura. Seems fine. Another land. Alright. So maybe it was greedy to swing in with Ghost Dad, but I mean, Executioner Swing is not really something I expected to see. I'm going to go ahead and hold this land, as we really don't have a big use for it right now. What are we hoping to draw off the top? Maybe, well, it's kind of tough to say. Probably just a Screecher or a Basilica Spy. Smog Elemental. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get all of our lands now. See what he plays here. I'm curious about using this Executioner swing on that. Cyclops. Yeah, we're just going to have to say, okay, go on that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be able to... Yeah, this seems good. Go ahead and extort one. Gonna have to probably wear him down with the extort. Alright, I looked at that card. So really, I don't want to use Executioner Swing here. We do have a bunch of extort creatures in the deck, or a good number. Let's see what he does here. Alright, he casts out a Denizen. Clearly going to play a follow-up black. Yeah, Strider. Okay. Gonna make our... Yeah, he's gonna give his dude Intimidate, so we can only block it with the guards. That seems actually okay. I'm gonna end up taking 9 here. And then we'll remove his Cyclops. Not gonna be able to block the Elemental with our 1/2. And we'll go ahead and swing on this. Not going to get to use the extort, but... Alright. And we draw a land. Not great. We may just be out of luck here. We have, however, seen his deck. We know he's got Eviction. We have to watch out for that. He's got 4 gates and a Prism on the field. That's pretty good. He can cast out whatever he wants here now. And a Key Rune. It's interesting playing against a 4-color deck. Even if we don't do well in this round, it's good to learn. Alright, got Way of the Thief. Got an unblockable 3/3. Seems pretty good here. Alright, Midnight Recovery is actually super good right now. It allows us to pull Obzidot back out. Yeah, it's awesome. This is going to help. Swinging in here is decent. Does he just kill us? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can extort 1. I really don't think we can afford to swing in here. Yeah, especially not because he has the Key Rune too. We might just be dead. We can't afford to swing, that's for absolutely sure. That's too little too late. and we didn't have a lot of guys in here because they were all exiled. That's actually close. It's a close play. Got to block out and prevent 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Can't. Gotta let Obsidian go. Unless he's got a counter, which he appears to have. Psychic Strike. Well, what are you going to do? Alright, we'll scoop that one out. I think we might be a lot more consistent than this guy. We need to be just a little faster. Yeah, I think we're okay. Let's go on in. Actually, Undercity Plague works really well. Jeez. Yes, what is the problem with the mana? Alright, this is a terrible hand, but I've got to keep it. Running a 2-color deck. We've got a mulligan. He doesn't. He's running a 5-color deck. What are you going to do? You're going to play it out, baby. That's a good draw. Denizen it is. Alright. Not looking great. We do have enough mana to cast out Obsidian, but we know he can hold up a Psychic Strike in our 5 slot. Maybe he Psychic Strikes this instead. We're going to hold up Smite. No. Okay, yeah. Alright. So be it. Let's see. He is only showing 2 basic lands, which is kind of good. He's got a Corpse Blockade, which is fine. Comes in for 1. We know Obsidian hits the field here, and if he's land screwed, he's in major trouble here. I do believe. Not showing white either. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, here he is. Now we just need to draw creatures for him. Yeah, we're going to have to always pull him because of Edict. He may just be trying to Executioner swing here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he can't, actually. Yeah, we'll just keep exiling him over and over. He is accruing some land. 1, 2, 3. That's a good card. It's going to race us pretty effectively with that. Okay, so how do we work this out here? could force him to block out with the angel. So if we devour flesh, he sacks here. It still doesn't allow us to swing in. Seems pretty awful. We're taking 5 in the air. Could tie up his mana for a while, but I just don't think we got to play until we get another creature. Trying to wear him down via Obsidian. Alright, so we'll Executioner swing here, make him tie up his turn. Get another land. We are well landed. And the Plague really doesn't do a lot. It makes him discard. It makes him sack a land. Devour Flesh doesn't do a lot either. It's just kind of a race until we draw a decent creature. Why? Why did he not do this? I don't really get it. Does it have haste? No. He should have done that on his turn. That's a play mistake. May end up costing the game. It should, because it's significant right here. It's going to give his dude Intimidate, I guess. It's going to try to win off the back of Obsidian alone. Alright, this is actually finally a decent card for us. It does carry the Plague. It does smite the Angel. This is actually very good. Alright. Obsidian for the win. We're going to see. Smog Elemental. That's fine. A little bit of Intimidate. Swing in with 2. Yeah, I can't block that, sir. I don't really want to be giving him any life either. Apparently he's got a cast here. And another land, huh? Well, let's see. Plague on the pet seems awful. I'm just going to have to try and get through with this smite. If he keeps playing black creatures, we're in trouble, but how many black creatures can he have in a 4-color deck. We haven't seen red yet. Hands of Binding. Yeah, it seems fine. Seems good. So he's going to deal us 8 and 9 here. Seems good. Multiple Hands of Binding. Yeah, we've just drawn out no creatures. Another Blockade. Got it. We kind of got to draw a... Okay. Let's see, 2, take him to 6. Devour Flesh. He goes back up to 8. Yeah, it's just not good. It's not a good card right now. Alright, Gutter Skulk is fine. Just because it allows us to extort. If we swing in, he gives Death Touch. Let's see. We can Devour Flesh to get some mana back. Gonna have to keep exiling him. Intimidate is not going to work on our Skulk though, so we're going to get a point from that. Edict there. It's going to be fine. I'm actually going to Devour Flesh my own creature here. That's from my one where I didn't record appropriately. Alright. Yep. So he's going to come in for 3, 8, 9. Cast that spell, we should win. Unless he counters it. He binds us. It's an interesting deck build, no doubt. And we get Undercity Plague. Alright, well this should do it. Take 1. That's it. He's a 0. Yeah, we'll cipher it. What the heck? I'm not sure why it made him go through all that, but... Alright, so here we are in the sideboard. Protection from multicolored. I mean, that works against his Angel. That's about it, though. Gridlock seems decent. Just don't have a lot. I mean, we got a... To splash just seems bad. Oh, we do have a Razor Tip Whip, which actually could deal some damage to our opponent. I can't believe I'm saying that because I don't want to play that freaking card. Double smite. Some of these cards seem really bad against him. Some of these cards seem... Alright. Having a little trouble with my recorder, so I wasted a little time. We're not going to mulligan this hand. Looks great. Having to stand and address my computer here with my mouse. So he chooses to play last, which is interesting. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our Screecher out. Let's see what he's got here. So he was off red most of the last game, I think. I don't think I saw a prism. Maybe I'm wrong. This could encourage him to play the corpse wall. We're just going to go ahead and get as much aggression out as we possibly can. Clock is ticking, my friend. You are correct, sir. Alright. Let's see what he wants to do here. No corpse wall. What do we got? We got a Croconura. Okay. That's probably worth a Devour Flesh. Which really sucks. But we're going to go ahead and do it. Since we missed a land drop here. Rather Devour Flesh on that. Because it's got reach. That's an integral creature, I think, for what he's doing. I think his misplay on the Angel last game was significant. And keeping creatures off of his field is critically important, especially creatures that aren't just basic walls, because he's got Hands of Binding. And we're waiting for it. He said his client crashed there. He was giving me a little down the road about being slow. Verdenhaven works well in that deck, my friends. Alright. Land me. Land me. I think here, what is better? I think here the extort is critically important. So I think we have to use every single extort we possibly can. Typically, I would play out the spy there. Big Angel? Probably. Smog Elemental. Okay. Okay, playing a 2/1 flyer into that doesn't seem very good, so we'll go ahead and Prism, Extort, twice. Draw into a land, not great. So maybe he stabilizes here. Hopefully he keeps playing land because we want to see land. Lots of land. Do have to keep in mind he's got Merciless Eviction. He probably has it up. He may just mercilessly evict here. I wouldn't think that would be a good idea. For the Smite, I really want to get full value off of it. So we'll be taking 3 here if he swings in. He could have Hands of Binding too, which really is not that big of a deal right now. More to Strider. If that's the worst thing he's got in his hand, I'm okay with that. Oh, dude, you know you want to swing in. Yeah. I'm going to get full value off this Smite if I don't draw anything. There are no creatures in the yard, so here we're just going to Balustrade Spy. Or at least try to. I mill you. I'll hold the gates. That seems a little loose. I like his deck. It's cool. It seems much more difficult than what I've built. I don't want to risk my Skulk here. I don't think. Maybe I do, actually. Maybe I want to go ahead and pull this removal out of his hand. It's probably sitting on a Psychic Strike also. Okay. Go ahead and make him tie up a little bit of mana that way. I would use F6 here, but my keyboard is down at the moment, so I'm sitting in front of my big screen TV with a mouse on the floor. I'd also pause this out for you more often, but yeah, let's do that now. Alright, so he plays the plains. That's a good sign. Probably not attacking in. If he keeps land open, no, okay. Actually, wouldn't mind having one of these creatures in the yard. Yeah, I guess Merciless Eviction does really hurt here. He's going to tap out for something, which is great. Maybe Death Pact? He's going to Edict our Spy. Okay. That would seem that he doesn't have really anything. Swing in 3, baby. Thrall is good. Make him keep casting that spell out. Keep winding him down. Hopefully here we get a Smite off. He might counter it, and if he does, he just does. If he does, we lose the Screecher. This deck is built for ground assaults, and that's not really what we're doing here. Let's see if we get value. We picked these Smites pretty high. Clearly no counter here. Let's go ahead and just get our Basilica Guards out. It doesn't really matter what we tap. Every damage matters. We might just have him. He's got a Merciless Eviction. He does. And that's just about all there is to it. I mean, he's got Merciless Eviction. He's just got it. And we have nothing in the yard. Nah, that's it. It's over. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That was a tough game. Enjoyed playing against that deck. And that's the end of round one. This is Josh from the MTG Noob and Planeswalkers.